Well, we're back in the van and we've got some updates to show you. A lot has been going on since we were last with you. Last week we went on our big paddling trip with a whole bunch of friends and we got to test out Fred's bed for the first time. I didn't sleep a whole lot at night because I was afraid these things might just crush and fall and we would all just fall to our deaths, but it was actually totally sturdy and totally fine. And I do not feel like I need more headroom in here. It's actually really nice. It's easy to scoot back in there. It made some initial creaking for about the first 200 miles that we drove, just everything settling in, and now it's totally silent. That's pretty cool. Really happy with the bed setup. Right now we've got the main section or the front section removed, which is how we'll have it when we're transporting people. Then when it's time to sleep, we'll pop it back in. Ran some T-nuts under here so we can screw it in there. And I'm really happy with this. We got the fantastic fan. We cracked it for most of the night and had no condensation. Then I closed it for about 4 hours of sleep just to see what would happen. And we still didn't have a whole lot of condensation. So that's really good. I don't think condensation is going to be a big problem in here. Can't wait to have this fully wired so we can get the fan working when it's hot in here.
So a few videos ago I was making cardboard templates to fit in here. So Steve turned those templates into wood. I painted them. I'm working on painting this. And yeah, I think tonight we're working on getting some of that storage in, and the van's coming together. The days are ticking by really quickly, but it's coming together, so that's cool.
We got the fridge installed with the little counter there. Today I'm working on finding a home for the batteries, wiring those up, putting the isolator in, doing all that electrical. I'm going to build a cabinet up here, or the frame of a cabinet tonight. Teresa's finishing up a little bit of painting. We're going to get bike mounts in here soon. Probably put our drawer back in just because we're running out of time to fully design how we'd like to do that. We'll see. And I've got some mechanical things. I'm going to redo the brakes on the van. The driver's door lock from the outside, or just the door handle, has completely broken, so I can't get into the van from the outside. I'm not super impressed with Ford products. I love the engine in this van, which is an International. But we've had some wiring issues and just a lot of little things break lately. Seals on the windows. I've had to replace the rear door latch cable twice.
And this isn't the first older car we've owned. We've owned older cars, and we've owned over 40 cars. So, you know, we have some things to compare this to. And it's just all the little things that are always going wonky on this. It's like, really?
Power door locks, power mirrors, cruise control went out. Well, the ribbon in the dash, the horn. Anyway, I got stuff to do, but this van keeps me on my toes. I still love it. There's not another van made that I would like more. Unless they made the Nissan NV with the Cummins, with the new V8 Cummins, that would be sweet. We've heard it rumored for years now, but who knows if they'll actually put it in that. Get that in there, get the high top on that, and get a 4x4 conversion from U-Join Off-Road. That'd be a pretty sweet van that could compete with this. We're happy with Fred. We're disappointed that it's not as reliable as our old Toyotas. I mean, I've had Toyotas from the 70s and 80s that were far more reliable than this thing, and they were twice as old as this. But it's a great hauler, and it gets the job done. This is the 20-year-old exterior paint that's been kind of flaking off. We're just going to paint it so it's all one color and clean and sealed and a little bit nicer in here.
That's the plan.
I found the issue. This one screw is too loose and this is all getting wobbly. I guess these vans weren't meant to be taken down dirt roads at the speeds that I take them down. Frustrating though, that one screw will prevent my whole door from unlocking, and now I need to get new rivets. Kind of a pain. Okay, it's all buttoned up. Let's test it. Yay! All that because a screw backed out ever so slightly. That was a big pain, but I'm glad it's done. I have such a talented wife. She did an awesome job painting this. It looks fantastic up here. Excited about that. Getting this all positioned, gonna get it level and screw that in. We got wood supports here and wood all along there. And that'll form the basis of the shelf on this side. Then I'll put a couple more in and get something over here. It's coming together slowly but surely. It's looking good. I'm happy with that. Hid the pocket screws on this one on the back. This one's going to be inside a cabinet, so you won't see it anyway. I do wish I'd done it on the back, but no big deal. It's just a van, not a model home. It used to feel really open in here, and now it feels a little bit more closed off as I start making little gear cubbies. We're stuck in another planning dilemma. I wish we had more time, but we don't, so we're trying to balance planning this and taking the time of doing nothing but thinking about it and wasting that, or just using what we've got, which is the old drawer. We can put the old drawer back in, put a top on it. So we need to store our fuel and water cans. We need to store our 2 kayaks. We need to store our BioLite stove. What else? Our rollerblades, climbing gear. Tools would go nicely in the drawer. Well, it's been 3 more hours and we haven't cut any wood. We're still doing a layout, but we have a pretty good feel for what we want. And that's, like we always say, that's the hardest part about building anything, is deciding where everything's going to go. Once you've decided, it's easy to make cardboard templates and cut it all up and make it happen, but it's been a struggle to get to where we are right now. I don't think any of our cabinets are going to have doors that close on them, which would be really nice, but we'll at least have a lot of shelving everywhere.